This can't be good.
No, it's not. Siobhan is going ahead with her malpractice suit. She's hired a lawyer.
I can't say I'm surprised.
The only one she hasn't named in the suit is Matt.
Oh, that makes sense. He did save her life.
Yeah, it makes sense that she's upset, but thinking that Elizabeth tried to kill her, I mean, that is just crazy.
To those of us who know Elizabeth, yeah. I'm just afraid all Siobhan sees is an ex-wife who wants her husband back. But I know my sister, she wouldn't do this.
Of course. I mean, we all know that.
It has to be threatening to Siobhan. I mean, the way that Jake's death has brought Lucky and Elizabeth back together.
The bigger problem is Siobhan's suit has merit. My sister has made several mistakes since she returned to work after Jake's death. And the staff has covered them up, but this mistake she made in the OR could have really cost Siobhan her life.
The truth is, we're all at fault.
Maybe. But add to that the whole Lisa debacle, it's pretty clear something has to change. All of these problems took place on my watch, so I've decided the best thing to do is resign as chief of staff.
I mean, he shouldn't have to take the fall for the rest of us.
You know, I have to say, he was a good chief of staff.
Yeah. I mean, even with the whole Lisa thing, he handled that pretty fairly, considering there was never any concrete evidence.
Well, he couldn't fire her because then she would have sued the hospital. And in all fairness, he actually thought that Elizabeth wasn't ready to go back in the OR. I was the one that was pushing her.
This is so sad. He shouldn't have to resign.
I think we need a reward.
Excuse me?
It's been a really difficult past couple months.
Try sucked beyond belief.
My point exactly. So I think we need something to look forward to.
Is the hot tub coming?
The hot tub is coming, and I can't wait to sit under those stars and soak in that hot tub with you, sipping a little wine, listening to a little Sade.
You like Sade?
Yeah. You don't?
I mean, I wouldn't say she's on my playlist, but...
Oh. Because I got tickets to her concert.
Oh, when is it?
2 weeks from next Saturday. Front row. Center. But you know what? I can find, we can just get them away. We don't need to go.
No, I want to go. Are you kidding me?
You don't even
A
like her. Why would
Sade
you?
concert with my husband? Under
We
the
don't have to go.
stars, kissing him. I'm the greatest husband ever. Hey.
Hey.
How'd I go with the board?
So much for my resignation. I have been suspended indefinitely as chief. But I'll be working as head of the ER trauma unit.
Well, good. So we don't lose you.
And you're such a terrific surgeon. I mean, didn't you always say that the paperwork kept you from what you did best?
Hey, I gotta admit, I'll be glad to get back in the action.
Good. So it's not all bad.
Yeah. The board has asked me to recommend an interim replacement. It's a big responsibility coming on the heels of the lockdown and the malpractice suits. We're all trying to get our lives back on track. We're gonna need focus and stability, which is why I can't think of anyone better to guide this hospital during this time than Robin.
Never thought of myself as an administrator, but I'm honored that you suggested
You know, I'm
it.
just going to say this. Why would you pick Robin? I have more experience. I've already been chief of staff.
Hey, you had your chance.
You just said that you never saw yourself as an administrator. I had more experience.
That's not necessarily always a good thing. I mean, no one's questioning your brilliance in the OR. You're the reigning god. But your people skills remain somewhat challenged.
Really? According to who?
Home. I agree, your arrogance does inspire brilliance in the OR, but in case you haven't noticed, it also makes people want to kill you.
Well, you can't run a hospital being friends with everyone.
I guess we're about to find out.
Put it up, twist the dagger, do whatever you want.
I would just like to say that I think Robin is a perfect choice for the interim chief. And let me just say, boss, if there's anything I can do to help you out, let me know, please.
Boss, thank
Boss.
you.
Yeah, and I also like to go on the record and say that I think Robin is a great choice. There's no way I'd like to take orders from the ego-busting maniac that is my brother who lacks a sense of humor.
Hey,
and
I can
patience.
take a joke.
Really? As long as it's not about you.
And by the way, my people skills are excellent.
I mean, I thought I was doing you a favor. Chief of staff can be a pretty thankless job at times, Patrick.
Gee, thanks. I thought you were giving me this job because you trusted me.
I do, and I think you're going to do a great job at it. I mean, you're going to be able to roll with the punches and take everything in stride, unlike your husband, who gets frustrated with petty, everyday conflicts and foul-ups.
Second that.
We need your brilliance in the OR, Patrick. You're the star racehorse we save for the big finish.
You see this? He's buying this. He's buying hook, line, and sinker. No wonder you're so good at your job.
Okay, so little brother, you actually think that I'm an arrogant jerk and I need coddling?
No, I think you're a humorless perfectionist that takes himself too seriously.
Hey, look at it this way. You might be a humorless, arrogant jerk, but you're married to the chief of staff.
Well, might as well dive in and start assigning cases. I'm going to head down to the ER and get my bearings.
Yeah, I heard you're gonna head up the unit.
Yeah, it'll be good to get back to my roots. I miss the adrenaline rush.
Yeah, it's good. Some people are better at micromanaging.
Seriously?
I'll let you all get to it then. Do your thing.
Okay, here are your first assignments, gentlemen.
Head trauma, anterior frontal lobe. Sweet.
Now, Robin, you got to be kidding me. This is one step above a tonsillectomy. An intern could do
This
this.
patient deserves the best General Hospital can offer, and that's you.
You sure you're not giving Maddie a little extra because he was sucking up to you?
I've been on this job 5 minutes, and you're already challenging me? Are you worried that I'm going to make more money than you are?
I will do this.
I will do this, Chief.